What's up, everyone? We made it. Welcome to my first episode of Couch Flowers. Yes. So not only did I have a couple technical issues, but there was a lot of life stuff in between that I hope to update in this episode. But more importantly, as I say, trust the process, aka trust the panic. And 3 weeks went by, and here we are. But before I get started, I just want to say a big thank you. When I announced it, I got an overwhelming amount of support and love for those who were really excited. So it helped me. I mean, that's not what I'm doing it for, but more importantly, it's just nice, to get that extra push from others that I wasn't expecting. So I'm really happy to be here. um, but as Couch Flowers is, it's a talk about life and with my friends. And so I didn't think it would be really fair to start off these episodes unless I talked about my own. And so, as I mentioned before, I was in a lot of uncomfortable things. And what I mean by that is earlier this year, I did lose my job. I was laid off by a career that I really thought I would be there, honestly, forever. Maybe not necessarily that role, but I really thought I would be with this company forever. I kind of just grown up in it. And along with that, and along with motherhood, there was just a lot of change in demand of when it comes to like finding your identity. And yeah, I just felt like I couldn't get a break. It was like back to back. And yeah, I just had a lot of confidence issues. Gonna be very vulnerable here. Like, I just really didn't feel like I was good enough for anything. I know that sounds super dramatic, as we all know. If you do know me, I am very much dramatic. But I just felt like personally it was a big thing for me to try to figure out. And I was put in more vulnerable situations on top of what motherhood brings already. And I was forced to put myself out there again of trying to find a career and what that was for me. And we're still figuring it out. Your girl's still figuring out. I've got a lot of great opportunities in this past couple months. Shout out to my current team right now, Girls on the Run. Love you guys. But more importantly, it's just really nice to kind of not have to have all the answers. And that kind of pushed me into really realizing life is too short and I need to go after something that I wanted to always do. And I know everyone has a story to tell, but like I said, I had a lot of these like crazy life conversations on this couch within the past few years. And I was just like, you know what, I want the world to hear this. And so here I am. And yeah, there's my notifications of self love. I'm self assured right there. For those of you who can't see me, this is my living room, or I'm speaking from my living room. It's a little festive as it is. Christmas is around the corner. I have a beautiful 1-year-old, soon to be 2, aka feels like it went by so quick. But yeah, I know I'm kind of rambling here as it's my first time, but a lot of this has just really pushed and driven me to like just go after things. And so yeah, I've had this equipment, like I've did all my research. Like I've searched far and wide, affordable, easy things. But your girl wants the best of the best, and so hopefully the sound is doing all right. But I had this equipment for quite some freaking time. And I don't know about you, but I have always been kind of the cheerleader. Like I loved cheering on my friends, don't get me wrong. But I tend to shy away from like the spotlight, if you will. And so part of me in these past few months is just like, I need that main character energy. And so here I am. And yeah, so finally getting to it. Like I said, I had this equipment for a while. I was just like, here we are. So is reason why I didn't have this first episode out is a couple things. One, I also got an opportunity to work Formula One Grand Prix here in Las Vegas. Not much I can say about that other than it was amazing. The team, shout out to the VIP Premium Suite team. Y'all are amazing. It was such a fun experience, and as a fan, it was really cool to not only be the host of the guests that love the same passion as I do, but get to see the cars in real life. And yeah, it's crazy. So if you haven't been, please go next year. It's extremely fun, and the race itself was great. So shout out to all that made that happen here in the Las Vegas Grand Prix. Prix. God, I can't talk. I'm gonna just leave these bloopers in, because as I was saying, it's just I'm learning for the first time. So if you're here, you're rocking and rolling with me, and we're gonna get to it. Shout out to everyone who let me know what they listened to. It was really funny. I had a friend say they listened to the wrestling podcast. If you know him, shout out to Dig. You know he does. A lot of you said about leadership, motherhood, and it's just funny because I want to talk about all those things, and there's guests that I want to bring on this couch that hopefully we can kind of get into those discussions. I guess I can go into motherhood a little bit more. So, as a first time mother, Nia is my baby girl's name. It was not planned. Me and my partner have been together for quite some time, and it was pretty much like we all say, a blessing in disguise. And I think one of the things that has taught me a lot about Nia, into this experience is self-love. And I don't know if I was numb to it or like I just really love taking care of others, but I will tell you, like, it was kind of a really eye-opener for me, to just kind of like go after the things after motherhood. And so I hope to share those more along the journey, and I hope to be honest and vulnerable and kind of share those other experiences and bring some other moms on here, as we all moms know we love to talk about. Another thing that has happened in the past 3 weeks is my fiance, my partner Thomas, and shout out to Mark Miranda and Jeremy Bourbon, two of my really great friends. They've all decided to run a marathon. And so yeah, there's been a lot of in that, taking your family on a trip, and it's been amazing. I don't know if it's everyone says it's like my age, but or it's my age group, right? You're getting married, having a kid, or running a marathon. Yeah, my friends are all doing that, and they're crazy. But yeah, it's been really inspiring to kind of just get the time to really see and show the support and love for all three of them, running the race. And so they're just beasts. So for those of you running a marathon or training to run a marathon, congrats to you. That's such a big accomplishment, to even put the thought out there, right? And so yeah, that's been really inspiring me lately. Not to run. Don't get me wrong. I can run, but it hasn't been like my favorite thing at the moment. But it's not easy to do. And I'm just inspired by it, okay? And yeah, so I've been very fortunate to still kind of figure all this out, while being a mom, while trying to figure out my career, while sitting here in a beautiful home on my couch. And it's been amazing, and so I'm just very, very thankful. But I will tell you, the more I'm open, the more I am showing kindness, showing love, I've gotten it in return plenty. And it's not every day is like an amazing day. Don't get me wrong, we all have those days, but I've just been extremely fortunate to like look around and be extremely happy with a lot of the things in my life. And so I'm very thankful, especially coming from the beginning of this year where it was really hard. I was pretty much depressed. It was insane to try to like get myself out of that hole. And not only that, I felt like I was surrounded by a lot of people in the same position, as I wasn't the only one laid off. And it's crazy because like I don't know if it's the corporate world, but you hear that often, and it wasn't new to me that it happened. And honestly, it didn't really feel like a surprise, but it just felt still like the carpet was taken right underneath me, and just kind of had to figure it out. And the longer time took, like the more realization set in, and yeah, it just became really sad, really gloomy. But I really want to thank all my friends, all my family. Like, they let me have a pity party. They're like, "Girl, you can drink. It'll be fine." And I did. Um, and yeah, they just kind of let me cry, and it was fine. It ended up being fine. But as I said, those journeys, like, I just really pushed on. I had mentors, and yeah, I just didn't hear from them. And I get it. Like, in these situations, you don't know what to say or do. But I realized there was so many other people that in my life that I could go to, and I did. And man, it's beautiful to kind of have that sense of community. And you really don't know what you have until you have to, like, lean on it. And I'm sure we'll talk about more adversity on this podcast as, like, that's kind of one of my favorite conversations, because of growth. Like, I don't like looking back and being super sad about it. I just like looking back and being like, damn, I guess, like I could say, like, I went through that and I'm stronger because of it. And there's plenty of more stories to go around. So, like, yeah. Going forward, I'm just really excited that I have this opportunity, that I'm going to start this platform. I am going to be streaming on YouTube still, so you can see me on this couch. You can see me laugh with my friends. But also, got approved on Apple, and will be on Spotify. So, shout out to all the friends that helped me get to this moment. I'm very thankful, and I'm very thankful of my family. These 3 weeks have already been a journey. But I'm really excited to get my friends on here and just talk and put them in the same environment that I'm pushing myself in, and doing what we always do. And I'm really excited to kind of hear back from those who are listening. So, really appreciate you for being here. There's not much on this first episode, but I thought it was very important to kind of start off this way. Ooh. So does the voice on there. But yeah, so I hope you listen to the second episode, and please look for a lot coming your way. But yeah, I think that's all I have for today. Thank you for listening to my first episode. I'll see you soon.